be a member of Lake Ozark Christian Church. For this meditation for the Lenten season, I've been asked to reflect upon God's mercy. Every morning when Karen and I awake, we look out over a panoramic view of the Blue Springs Creek Valley. It is the same site that my father, my grandfather, and my great-grandfather enjoyed in their day. We feel blessed to be surrounded by the sights of family and faith heritage every day. My grandfather helped hew the 120 logs to construct the family cabin. Our sons and grandchildren came home a few years ago to help refurbish the old cabin. Before I was born, my father and a neighbor sawed the lumber to build the small cow barn across the road. And if you travel down the creek less than 1/2 mile, there stands the little church where the family worshiped for 5 generations. The Blue Springs Valley was never a rich or a fertile land, but my grandfather used to say it provided enough for family to raise children and grandchildren and live with a sense of gratitude for God's blessings. When we read the Bible stories of God's redemptive history, the Israelite people always seem to have enough. They lived in a semi-arid land. They were surrounded by challenging cultures, but they always seemed to have a sense of blessing and gratitude for God's blessing. They called it living in the promised land. I think I can understand that. They were surrounded by faith and heritage. But when the Israelites would go to temple to worship, there in their thanksgiving for God's blessings, they focused not so much upon their physical surroundings as they did upon the character of God, especially God's mercy. In the holiest room in the temple, there sat the mercy seat. The Ark of the Covenant was covered by a gold top called the mercy seat. One of Israel's historians, the chronicler, referred to the Holy of Holies simply as the place of the mercy seat. The Israelites could imagine stepping behind that forbidden curtain and sitting down one-on-one in the presence of God, there to confess their sins and to receive his quieting, forgiving grace. During this Lenten season, it might be good for us as well to find a quiet place and to just sit one-on-one with God and to receive his mercy. Psalm 51 would be a good guide, David's conversation with a merciful God. I hope this Lenten week you will experience God is a merciful God. Thank you, and I hope you have a good Lenten journey.